Hey girlies, it's Tammy. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be unboxing another Revolution gift set. This one is the I Heart Revolution Chocolate Revolution, which looks like this. This video is not sponsored, but this was gifted to me. So let's go ahead and get started. So on the back, it says you get 5 shadow palettes, including 1 new and exclusive jumbo palette, 2 lip glosses, 2 face palettes, a chocolate milk scented setting spray, and 3 beautiful chocolate brushes. Okay, so once you open it up, this is what it looks like. You get the setting spray, and I think this is the jumbo palette. Wow, that is actually quite a massive palette. Let me take that out. So this is the jumbo palette, which is actually massive. I love the shades inside. I do wish they were organized a bit differently, just so that they were in like color coordinated layout, but that's just my personal preference. You do also get a mirror in here, and yeah, it's like a neutral pinky purple. You get a bit of everything in here, to be honest, and they do actually have quite a few mattes to choose from in here, which I always love. So yeah, that is that. Then there's the chocolate milk setting spray. I want to spray this and see. Yeah, it smells like chocolate. Don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. I usually go for more sweet scented stuff, so it's a bit weird to just spray like chocolate in the air, but okay. Wow, okay, and then the bottom layer has all of the rest of the products. So you have 2 eyeshadow palettes, maybe another eyeshadow palette over here, and 2 face palettes, I think they said. Let's just go ahead and open it all up. So first of all, these are the 3 eyeshadow brushes that you get. I do like that they are full-size brushes. Once again, they're not minis. You get a blending brush, kind of like a flat shader brush, and then an angled brush to do your liner or your brows. There's 2 lip glosses in here. You get like a chocolatey mauvey type of color, and then a light lilac-y pink type of color. I'll probably put this in a giveaway because that's not my type of shade, but we'll probably use this one today. You get a little handheld mirror in here, which looks like that. So we'll start with the mini palettes. This is the Violet Crush palette, which is lilac. Ooh, this looks beautiful. This has so many mattes. All of these gorgeous shades up here are mattes, and then these are shimmers. Like, what is that Revolution coming through with the mattes? Like, they've got brown, purple, this kind of pinky purple. This looks gorgeous. Then we have the Champagne Truffle palette, which is a highlighter palette. These look like they would work for my skin tone, which is great. They're both like bronzy gold type of colors. How gorgeous. And then the last mini palette is the Hot Chocolate Contour palette. Please work for my skin tone. Okay, I actually think this might work, guys. I could use this as a bronzer and then this as a contour. We will definitely try it, of course, but I'm surprised. I think if you're lighter skin, you could probably use this with a very light hand. Like, take a small amount of it, dust it off on your hand, and then apply it, and it should just diffuse nicely, I hope. I'm guessing they tried to go for like as middle of a contour that you can get to fit as much as you can in terms of light, medium, and dark. This would probably like stretch between every single skin tone, but either way, people on either side are going to be left out, like the really fair and the really dark, of course, because that's what happens with gift sets, unfortunately, when they include face products. But yeah, I'm not too mad at this. I feel like I could get away with it, but we will see. Now moving on to the larger chocolate palettes. This is called the Berry Meringue. I think that's how you say it. Meringue. Oh, this is like a pinky type of palette. I feel like they've done so many of these chocolate palettes that they're starting to look a bit like the same. They've done like a million, so at the end of the day, you're gonna run out of colors. Do they have a pinky toned one already? I feel like they do. They probably have 5, but yeah. I'm not mad at this color story at all. I feel like I could make some gorgeous pinky looks out of here. You get a nice deep dark black brown to kind of deepen the outer edge. You get this red, this pink. Like, I always talk about the mattes in the palette because the mattes is what changes up the look for me. You can kind of put anything on the lid, but it really matters to me what I can put in my crease and my outer V, and this looks pretty good to me. And last but not least, we have the Ginger and Orange palette. Ooh, warm tone gorgeousness. I love peachy warm tones like this. I'm not mad at this set at all based on my first impressions looking at the colors. You get some really deep dark mattes in here, like this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Ooh, this would be a gorgeous everyday palette if you are into these colors. I was gonna say tones and colors, and they came out as colors. So yeah, these colors. I'm actually pleasantly surprised, especially compared to last year when I unboxed their chocolate stuff stuff last year. I was really disappointed in like the shimmer selection and the shade selection just being all over the place, and I just wasn't a fan. But these, I can definitely see myself getting some cohesive, beautiful looks out of this. So yeah, and I don't even know which one I want to use. I think I'm going to use the big one because that's exclusive. But first things first, honey, let's go ahead and contour and bronze. So I'm going to use this shade up here. Oh yeah, that's showing up. Okay. Wow, I'm actually so pleasantly surprised that this is working. Okay, Revolution. I don't know if they watched my last year video where I said everything was too light and not for deeper skin. I hope you did, because now you've improved. Which is why I always give honest feedback to every single brand that I try, because, you know, I want these brands to improve and have the best quality products and get more sales. Why not? So those are the two highlighters. Oh, this one does look gorgeous too. Oh, I might use this. The reflection on that one is insane. So I'm just going to take a little bit. Oh, look at that. Wow. And that was the smallest amount. Like literally I went boop. I've been getting into highlighter more and more every day that I try it, to be honest with you guys. I went through a phase where I could literally live my whole life without it, but now I'm like, I need it every day. At one stage, I even moved all of my highlighters away from my everyday like makeup station desk that I get ready at, and I just put them away in my big storage. But now I've pulled out a few of my favorite highlighters and put them back in my everyday like makeup drawer. So I am totally back into highlighters. I've said this before, but sometimes when palettes are laid out like this with colors everywhere, it's just a bit intimidating, especially when it's a big palette like this. It's like, where do you even start? But if they would have kind of grouped it in like color families, the pinks together, the purples together, the neutrals together, it might just make it a little bit less confusing. I really want to play with the neutrals, but I feel like I've done a lot of neutrals lately. The purples, I've done purple too. If I do purple, are you guys gonna hate me? You know what? I'm just gonna go for it, okay? Purple it is. I'm gonna go for this purple up here because this one and this one are really calling my name, so I want to play with both of them. I do love the fact that they have a mirror in this palette. I love when palettes have mirrors. So I'm gonna start by taking that purple all in the crease and the outer V, and the pigmentation is definitely there. Just dabbing that on to build it up. I'll probably go in with a little dab of that green to add a bit of depth right on the outer edge. And then for the inner crease, I'm going to go into this purple here, which is a little bit more of a cool toned purple. And I'm going to push that in the crease. These purples pack a punch, definitely. I'm going to take a little dab of this pink here and use that to diffuse out the edges of the purples. Blending out beautifully. I always say beautifully. What can you say? Blending out well. Okay, good. And now I'm gonna deepen the outer V, probably with a dab of that green, just because I feel like it's gonna come off like a black. Yeah, look at that. So pigmented. And yeah, it's having the effect that I wanted. It's coming off more like a black. I'm gonna take the first purple that I worked with, right in the crease here to diffuse that dark green. We're going deep and dramatic. Now I need to pick a lid color. I might go in with this copper shade up here because I feel like every time I do a pinky purple crease, I always go in with a gold or a silver. This is quite a crumbly shimmer shade. It looks like it will have fallout, so it's probably one that you're going to need to spray. So I'm going to use the chocolate milk setting spray that came in here and just wet that color. Yeah, this is quite a crumbly shade. It will probably apply better with your finger. That's quite a texturizing shimmer. I think because I wet it, it's like, look at that. No, that looks ridiculous. Okay, so I used a wet wipe to take off most of that shimmer because it was so texturizing on the lid. So I'm going to try and use it dry. If that doesn't work, we're going to switch in a different direction and try a different shimmer because they're not all the same formula. Some of them are not as crumbly as that one. Let me try and apply it just dry with my finger and see if it's as texturizing. Yeah, it is. It's texturizing again. It's such a... I don't like this shimmer. It's so crumbly and texturizing on the eye. I don't like it. I'm going to try this kind of blue lilac shimmer, which isn't as crumbly as this one over here. And we're going to see how that applies. Yeah, see, that's a normal shimmer. It's a shame that I had to mess up my eye look before we got here, but yeah, this is a better shimmer formula. I'm gonna take a little bit of purple and just kind of blend that in the middle of the eye. On the inner corner, I'm gonna go in with this gold here. I think because I tried the Juvia's Place palette yesterday, this is just not, these shimmers are just not cutting it. There's no like foiled, reflective, like it's just quite meh. I mean, the eye look is still cute. It's a purple look, you know, I love it, but not impressed with the shimmers. So what I'm gonna do is take my current obsession, which is Makeup Obsession X Tiffany pencil in the shade Flamingo, and I'm gonna put that in my waterline. I'm taking the pink from the palette across most of the lash line, and then I'm gonna take the purple right on the edge. Okay, so that is the eye look. I'm gonna do my other eye, put some lashes on, and then I'll come back so we can test the gloss. Okay guys, now I'm back. So I've gone ahead and done the other eye, and why do I feel like this shimmer is a little bit more popping than this side? It might have been the fact that I obviously put down the chunky shimmer and then wiped it off and then tried to reapply a shimmer on top, and it just wasn't popping, because this side is definitely a bit more intense than this one. I think overall I'd give this palette a 7 out of 10. It's still good, and if you did get it, you would enjoy it, but I don't feel like it's the best palette that Revolution's ever done. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I'm curious to try the other chocolate palettes in this collection to see if they're up to scratch with the other palettes I've tried. I think the last palette that I tried in this type of format was the Hot Dog palette, and I was so impressed with the quality of those shadows in there. So I'm really interested to see if this is the same quality as the Hot Dog palette. I'm even debating taking this eye makeup off right now and testing this palette just to see if we can get a cute neutral look from it. Yeah, I feel like that would be very helpful for you guys, so I might just quickly wipe this off and then we can do another look with one of these palettes. However, I did really enjoy the Too Faced palettes in this gift set. I know it's not going to fit everyone, but it does fit me. I know that's quite selfish to say, but I am happy that they work for me. And I love the highlighters. Like, look at this glow. I absolutely love it. And the bronzer was cute. I mean, it's definitely given me a bronze and a little bit of sculpt, so I really can't complain, to be honest with you guys. I mean, we've had years and years of Revolution gift sets that don't work for deeper skin, so I'm glad that we finally have something that is going to show up on some of us. This is the Morphe Trendsetter lip liner. I'm going to try out one of the lip glosses. So this is the shade Ginger. Ugh, I don't like this applicator. I feel like it doesn't release any product. I have to keep dipping in. And the applicator is quite scratchy as well. The lip gloss does have a chocolate scent, and it is a nice pinky mauvey colour, but the actual formula of the lip gloss is nice. If you've tried their chocolate lip glosses before, this is the formula. It's like a nice sheer wash of colour, not sticky at all, really nice and comfortable and shiny. So apart from the applicator, I really like the formula and the colour of the lip gloss. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly take off this eye look as much as I can, and then I'll come back and we can try like a neutral quick look with the chocolate palette. Okay, so I'm back. I actually hate when I have to do that, wipe everything off but my eye, wipe my eyes off but not what? I hate when I have to wipe just my eyes off and not anything else. Sorry if my under eyes are looking a little bit more cakey than usual, you know, I just had to reapply concealer. But anyways, let's try out this palette. So when I redid my under eyes, I actually kind of wiped off a little bit of my highlight, so I want to go ahead and top it off with the one that I didn't try, the gold. Ooh, that is stunning. These highlighters are gorgeous. This one's a little bit too light, but I don't think, does it have a cast? It doesn't have a crazy cast when I look forward, but it's probably one that I'll take my bronzer brush and just buff in so it kind of melts into my skin. More of a natural glow. Look at that. So we're going into the Ginger and Orange palette, and the first shade I'm going to go into is Snaps. I've been staring at this shade ever since I opened this palette. It's beautiful. It's like a burgundy, and this is going to go onto the outer V. Oof. Colors like this just give me the feels. I'm just buffing that on the outer edge, building up nicely. It's getting gradually deeper and darker. That is such a beautiful shade, and I love that when it blends out it kind of turns into like a lighter burgundy, so you don't really need a transition color right there. Well, I don't anyway. It just kind of gradually blends and diffuses nicely. I mean, this is only one shade, guys. I can literally just do this and put a shimmer on the lid and I'm happy. But we're gonna try another shade. I'm gonna try Orange Delight, which is this kind of orange shade, and this I'm gonna put on the inner half of the crease, so right here. Wow, that's definitely packing a punch. And these brushes are nice as well. They're nice and soft. They're not prickly. The brushes that came in the gift set. It's not a normal orange color. It's got a nice vibrancy to it. Gorgeous quality. So now we're going to go in with a shimmer, and I'm looking at this kind of bronzy one right here. I'm going to put this, yes, see, this is a normal shimmer quality. Like, look at that. Going back to a dab of the burgundy, gonna blend that into the gold on the edge. Should we try an orange shimmer on the inner corner? Let's try it. If it's too dark, we can always top it with a gold. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Punch, which is the orange shimmer. How does that look? Oh, that looks gorgeous. I'm enjoying the shimmers in this palette a bit more than the bigger palette, but look how stunning that eye look is. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my lower lash line as well. What should I put in my waterline? So good old Tiffany and Obsession also have an orange liner, and this is called Sunset. Honestly, this would be the best £12 you ever spend if you are into colored waterline liners. Every single one goes with every look that I do, and I don't think I've tried this orange one yet, so this is my first time using this one. It's coming off a little bit more like a peach rather than like the bright vibrant orange that's on the pen, but I still like it. So I'm gonna go back into Orange Delight, and I'm just gonna tap that on the bottom lash line, well, the first half of it anyway, and then taking the burgundy on the outer edge. Tiniest bit of fallout on my nose, but I'm just gonna dust that away. And guys, look at this eye look. I love it. Anything burgundy, orangey gold, I mean, I'm obsessed with, but the quality is definitely there with this palette as well. I do, however, feel like because I used the Juvia's Place palette yesterday and the shimmers in there were just insane in terms of the foiled reflectiveness, I do notice that this shimmer is not as reflective as a Juvia's Place shimmer. The Juvia's Place palette was like $38, and then this palette in Revolution line is like £10, I believe. So yeah, there is of course a price difference, and I feel like with the shimmers you can definitely tell that they're not as foiled and creamy, as reflective as Juvia's Place or Beauty Bay, but it's still a decent shimmer. I think if you bought the palette or the gift set, you wouldn't be disappointed. But let me go ahead and finish the other eye, and then I'll come back to you with my final thoughts on the whole set. Okay guys, and I'm back. So here we have the finished look, and I love it. I honestly love these tones together, but also the quality is definitely there with these palettes. This is the Revolution quality that I'm used to. I don't know what happened to the shimmers in the big palette, well, the ones that I tried anyway, but the chocolate palette definitely came through with the looks. Oh, I forgot to use a setting spray. Let me go ahead and try it. I want to see if it makes my face dewy, or, well, I kind of have a little bit of a glow going on already, but we're gonna try it anyway. Oh, that spray is so strong. It just whacked my face like, it's not a gentle mist, it's definitely a spray. Give me some. Ooh. Anyone else feel like Beyonce when the fan's blowing on them? No, just me. Also for lashes, I went in with my lashes from my brand in the style Summer, so you can get these on makeupbytammy.com. So my overall thoughts on this gift set is good. I like it. I feel like if you bought it for yourself or you bought it for someone as a gift, they will enjoy it, they will like it. The bronzer and the highlighters definitely stood out to me out of the collection, and also the chocolate eyeshadow palette. The lip glosses, yeah, I could do without it, and also the chocolate scented spray, I could live without it, and the big jumbo palette, I could live without it. They're not my favorite products in the gift set, but they're not terrible either. There was nothing that I absolutely disliked. Oh, by the way, I did change my lip gloss. I'm wearing the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline. It goes a little bit better with the orangey eye rather than the pinky glosses in the gift set, so yeah, I did change that. But overall, I feel like it's good. I don't think it's worth £60 though, in my opinion. You do get a lot of products, yes, but I feel like you're not saving any type of money by buying these in a gift set. So for example, on Revolution's website, these basically retail for £10 or $9.99 each, I think it is. Is it £9? $8.99? £10. Let's just say they retail for £10 each, so that's £20 right there. The mini palettes on Revolution's website retail for £6, and there's 3 of them, which is 18. And then let's say the big palette is £20, because Revolution big palettes tend to retail for around £20. Actually, I think the Makeup Obsession palette that is the same size as this retails for 12. You are kind of paying full price for every single product in here, so I would say it's definitely a great set to grab on sale if you possibly can get it on sale. I know after Christmas they do tend to go on sale if they have leftover stock, or sometimes Black Friday they'll put the gift sets on sale for like 40. I feel like this would be a great gift set for £40. You definitely get your money's worth, but 60, you're literally paying full price for everything in here. But if you do like all of the colors in here, and you do feel like you will get use out of everything, and you don't mind that you're basically paying full price for everything, then go for it, guys. Honestly, it is good quality, typical Revolution. If you've tried their chocolate bar palettes before, it is typical Revolution quality, which is good. So yeah, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up, because I've had to do my makeup twice today. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Take care. Bye.